Happy Tuesday, everyone. We're going to be doing some shoulder exercises with a band. So you want to grab a thin band. This is a rogue band that we're going to be using. We're going to start off with some shoulder pass-throughs or dislocates. You're going to grab the far edge of the band. You're going to shrug your shoulders, bring the band up and over your body, then unshrug the shoulders. The intention of shrugging the shoulders is to bring additional range of motion into your body. So if you have a clock, go ahead and start your timer or your stopwatch. Again, we're going to be doing this for 1 minute. Arms are nice and straight, shrug, pass through, up and over, then shrug again on the way back. If at any point this is too much, grab just one strap of the band, be cognizant of the other band so it doesn't hit you in the face, shrug, up and over, and then down. So from the side, I'm trying to stay stacked over my shoulders, hips underneath my shoulders, ankles underneath my hips, then I shrug, bring the band up and over while I do those pass-throughs. Again, you can keep the shoulders elevated the entire time, but I like to relax or depress the shoulders down afterwards so I get some additional shoulder warm-up. So we're doing this for 1 minute, nice and easy. If you want more tension or more intensity with the band, just grab your hands a little bit closer and that will give you more resistance from the band. You can always think of pushing your arms away from one another as you go up overhead. If you don't have a band, you can always use a PVC pipe. So we have about 2 more seconds. We're going to go ahead and switch. We're going to do around the world. So I'm facing you. I'm going to take my right arm, bring it around my body all the way to the back. Then my left arm is going to come all the way around. So I'm working one arm, then the other arm as I do these pass-throughs. So I'm looking just nice and easy to warm the shoulders up. These are some of the exercises that I incorporated into my warm-up. I shared a video where I was doing shoulder exercises with some plates. It was a 5-pound plate, or 2.5 if you want. You can even go heavier to 10 pounds, but the intention of those shoulder exercises were to incorporate them into my routine as prehab, meaning keeping your body healthy before you have to have any shoulder surgery or anything else. A lot of people do rehab exercises after surgery, but if you do prehab exercises, that's gonna prevent you from getting, hopefully, any injuries or issues. Again, I'm just sharing what I've done for myself. This is something that I have done for my competition years. I've competed for 10, 11 years, and my body was spending a lot of time in the gym. Let's go ahead and switch, other direction. I was spending a lot of time in the gym, and so mobility, stretching, self-care, prehab exercises were super important. I had a couple different series for my upper body. Then I also had some series for my back, my hips, my glutes. It's very important. Just like we brush our teeth, it's important to do mobility and kind of brushing our body with lacrosse balls, with bands, with foam rollers. It's all about keeping our body nice and healthy so that we can enjoy the longevity of our training and of our exercises. Good. So nice and easy as we rotate around, about 30 more seconds. Again, if you need to go a slower pace, that's fine. I'm just using one arm to go around, keeping the arms as straight as possible, and then one arm to follow. I like the bands because the bands can increase and decrease tension depending on how your body is feeling. I always like to do the small bands, the micro, the monster bands versus those big thick ones. This just makes it a little bit easier for me to do these exercises. So from here, we're gonna do some banded pull aparts. I'm gonna have my arm straight in front of me. At the outside of the band, I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades back. I'm gonna pull my band to my chest. It's below my collarbone, so notice that my collarbone's up here. I wanna think of bringing it almost to my chest, below my armpit. So the shoulder blades are pulled back, and then I squeeze. We're gonna do 1 minute of these, right about 20 seconds in. You can pause here for a second, and then release. Pause for a second and then release. If at any point it's too much, you can shake it off and then restart. I like to continue to keep that blood flow moving for the shoulders to warm up. And if at any point it's too much, again, grab the outside of the band or grab just one band versus both. If you want more intensity, grab closer together. If you guys are loving these exercises and loving these videos, I have more via my app. You can check out the link below in the description. The app is $1 for your first 30 days. After that, it's $14.99 a month, and you have access to all my programs, not just my mobility. If you're looking for strength training, looking to lose fat and lean out, then my workout of the day or my home program would be great for you. Good. Now we're the next stretch. Left arm. We're gonna bring that left arm kind of wrapped around our body. My right arm's gonna hold onto the band. I'm bringing it around. I'm gonna push my elbow out to the side. Then I'm gonna bring my hand between my shoulder blades and use my opposite hand to pull that band up. So depending how tight you are, your hand may go here, maybe down here, maybe it's even up there. But the intention of this stretch is to work that shoulder joint. So I want to think of pulling my shoulder joint back into the body while making sure my elbow isn't too far out to the side. Notice I'm trying to tuck it to the side. So we're gonna hold this for 1 minute. If at any point it's too much or too intense, you can always lessen by sliding the band down and the hand goes to that lower back. Go, give it another 10 more seconds here. I include these stretches before my training, before my workouts. Sometimes I'll do them after, like this stretch I'll do before and after. Someone asked me if it's better to stretch before or after. If you have the option to do both, I'd recommend that. Before, I do a lot of dynamic stretching. Let's go ahead and switch. So same thing, arm slides out, elbow comes around, band's gonna come up, and then I use the band as leverage to pull my arm up. So my right side's a little tighter, I can't get my hand as high up, my middle back. But again, I'm using the band here. I can hold it overhead or pull it over my trap. So like I was saying, I find it very important to do some exercises before and after. I love to do some dynamic movements beforehand along with some static stretching. But if I can have some dynamic warm-ups, dynamic mobility, like I was doing the pull aparts, this is more of a static stretch because you're holding for a set time versus dynamic means you're constantly moving. Dynamic can be better for you before you're working out, depending on what you're doing. And then static can be maybe beneficial for you to relax and get a deeper stretch. Highly recommend you incorporate some sort of mobility into your routine. I highly have found it be beneficial for myself and for others. Good, we're slowly gonna come out. Be gentle as you release that band. Good, so from here, we're now gonna do some banded pull aparts from above. So my arms are extended overhead, arms are nice and wide, and then as I pull apart, I'm bringing the band to the base of my shoulders, excuse me, base of my neck. So nice and easy. Again, I wanna think of my hands coming straight down versus forward or back. Nice and easy. You can even pause here for a second and then come back up. If you want more of a stretch, bring your hands closer together. And again, same thing. So you're actively having to pull your hands away from each other. So that pull apart with the band here. This is nice and easy. Your lower body is just kind of active in the sense of where you're standing. You don't have to be squeezing your butt, squeezing your abs or quads, but your feet are about hip width distance apart to give you a little bit of stability as you work the shoulders. Again, this series is focused on our shoulder mobility and our shoulder exercises to warm our body up. We have about 5 more seconds. Let's see if we can get another couple reps in. Good. The last one's gonna be a little more of an active. We're gonna do presses. So we're gonna step on the band. Feet are about hip width distance apart. You're gonna pull the band to the shoulders and we're going to do presses. So from the side, elbows are slightly in front. I'm gonna press up, hold for a second, and then come down. So we're doing this for 1 minute. Same thing here. If you wanna squeeze your butt, abs and quads, you can go ahead and do so. Go ahead and squeeze, press overhead, hold, and then come back down. If you wanna go faster, your cycle time can be faster, but I highly recommend you press, hold for a second, and then as you switch, come down, hold for a second here. So we're working on the active overhead position here, and then the active front rack position here. We got about another 20 seconds. So one thing you will notice is it will rub into your tricep a little bit, your upper arm. That's okay, but again, I'm trying to focus on having your elbows slightly in front of you as you press and hold. If at any point this is too much, then you can take that band out slightly and you can step on it with your knees, to be on your knees, and then you press from your knee position. So almost on your shin and knee. That's another option to modify this. Good. Let's go on, come on out. So that wraps up our 8 minutes of mobility stretches. Again, this was focused on the upper body. If you love these exercises and you want more specific mobility exercises, I have a mobility program in my app that you can check out. I have over 60 individual videos where I give you tips of the exercises and what you need to do. Definitely check that out. Let me know if you have questions. Put in the comments below what you'd like to see more of. If you are looking for more in terms of looking to lose fat, lean out, check out my workout of the day program. It does have a strength component and a cardio implement. If you're time crunched, you can always check out my home program. My home program is less than 30 minutes and it has a warm up and a workout. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I know I missed yesterday. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you guys coming back and staying tuned. I will have more this week. Take care.